Okay, time for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule GB. Forgot how many star chips we have. We have 5. We need a lot more than 5, I think. Need to run over here and figure out how much we have. Oh yeah, we need a lot more than 5. Alright, so we need 9 more star chips just to open the door. And we have 1. So we need at least 9, because you have to have 1 at all times. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and beat up some dudes and get some more star chips and grind out a few levels, maybe, hopefully. What's up, Al? Really weird playing this game on a Monday. But hey, I wanted to get the 2 streams for the weekend. It's easier to do that here rather than wait until Thursday and do it after work that day. Ooh. Nice crit. What's the plan for today's stream? Mostly grinding star chips. We need to get star chips for the door. We need star chips to have more for the capsule. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff here on this floor. Maybe we'll start the monster world near the end of the stream. I guess it really depends how long we take. God, these guys hit so hard. At least Flame Swordsman has 110 HP, so even a 50 damage isn't enough to kill in 2 hits. Oh, no, you don't. You are not guaranteeing a crit here. Oh, that's really stupid. Okay. Alright, I guess I have to move, or else he's still gonna be guaranteed. Okay, that's better. Rewind is such a thing. Like, I'm thinking about it, and it's like, Rewind has definitely saved our asses. It's helped us be able to play through a lot more of the game in a faster time. But at the same time, I'm also thinking about it, and it's like, you know, Rewind is the reason why we are aware of this game's RNG problems. We would not know about these problems if we were playing normally. It would have been masked much better, but our third eye's been opened with the advent of Rewind. So of course now we're like, oh, we know that there's problems with the way that the game decides how the rolls are gonna go, because we know, because our Rewind has allowed us to see how they work. I guess I can't fault it too much. It's a Game Boy Color game. Even Pokemon had to compromise stuff on the Game Boy Color just to get things to work properly. And, I mean, if I had researched it more, I'm sure I would find similar issues with the Final Fantasy Legend games. Honestly, just being a functional and fun RPG on the Game Boy is definitely punching above the system's weight. We're talking about a system that is, generously speaking, almost as powerful as an NES, but not even that. So, gotta keep the expectations low. You know, I saw your post in the other chat, and you know, it didn't really dawn on me just how old of a game the original Yakuza 3 is, because I forgot that Yakuza 3 came out back during the time when the PlayStation 3 was using the Spider-Man font banner for like marketing and stuff. Rewinds should have been limited. I'm thinking about that right now, like how they would limit rewinds, and like, that's just an evil thought. Like, limit it in the same way where like you need to collect a certain item in order to save in the old school Resident Evil games. Just locking a function behind like a weird cap. 2009? It had to have been early 2009, because middle of 2009, I think August was when the PS3 Slim came out, which would be when they changed the branding. Yeah, I'm guessing that Yakuza 3 originally came out in like early 09. February 2009. 2010 in the West. Okay. Actually, you know what? That might check out, because I think I don't remember seeing that game with the old banner, but it would check out if it did that in Japan and then change to the... Yeah, okay, so like the English box art has the new banner. I just looked it up real quick to see. That's so interesting when like for like those weird PS3 games where like they came out in Japan when they had the old they had the old PlayStation 3 box banner, and then like they came over and they had the new one because of how long it took. Fascinating. A weird pocket of time that I'm sure that will be looked back on years from now. I'm gonna re-roll that. Shit. I actually can't back out if I go into, like, the Place Now menu. That's weird. Like, no, you picked Place Now. You're locked in. I can't believe we're already near the end of February. So crazy. It's already the 23rd. Pokemon Days in 4 days. I do have that off. I do have Friday off still. I'll be working on Thursday instead. It'll be a very interesting week. Thanks to all this weird weather. Alright, let's get this guy up here so we can hit both these at once. Oh, am I getting the guy over in the edge too? I think so. Yeah, we did get that. Okay. We almost just took everyone out in one go. That's great. Any hope for Pokemon Day besides the obvious? Sir, you know me. I'm only gonna think about what's obvious. Nah, you know, I really believe that they need to just take the plunge. I mean, I feel like they would wait for it to, like, succeed. Like, I feel like they would wait for Pokemon Pokopia to succeed first before trying it. We need another mystery dungeon. I don't care if it's a new one. I don't care if it's a remake of Explorers. We need a new mystery dungeon. It is time. I think that's the one thing that's, like, not obvious that I would like to see. And, I think that's the big one, really. Mobile phone mystery dungeon coming right up. Oh my god. The monkey's paw curls. A finger on the monkey's paw. I would hate that. I would hate that so much. I mean, I think I already talked about it. Might have already talked about it, but, like, we're definitely gonna get mobile game updates because they'll never shut the fuck up about the updates for all their mobile games. So they're gonna be like, here's stuff in Pokemon Unite and Pokemon Go and Pokemon Cafe Mix, which somehow is still functioning, and Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Smile. And Pokemon Shit Your Pants, and, like, whatever else they have on mobile at this point. Pokemon Master ZX. How could I forget Pokemon Master ZX? There'd be that. I expect them to... Oh yeah, Pokemon TCG Pocket. They'll probably do some stuff with that. Could definitely expect Pokemon Champions, like... They gotta have something on Pokemon Champion. I don't know if they're gonna actually bother to show, like, a decent amount, or if they're just gonna be like, here's, like, a 30-second trailer and the release date. So, like, that... They're gonna be using Champions for the VGC circuit, so, like, they have to put it out soon. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was, like, Shadow Drop that day. I really feel like they should tell us about Pokemon GameCube NSO. Like, when are we allowed to play Coliseum and XD on NSO? Tell us. I think it'd be cool if, like I know that they're re-releasing Fire Red and Leaf Green because, in their own words, they thought it would be a fun way to celebrate the anniversary by putting the quote-unquote ultimate titles for the Kanto experience. AKA, they basically, like, threw Strays and Let's Go and were like, no, Fire Red Leaf Green's the ultimate Kanto experience. In official FAQ, they said it. They didn't mention Let's Go, but they called Fire Red and Leaf Green the ultimate Kanto experience, so... Just saying. They threw Strays at Let's Go. But, like, I feel like it would make sense if, like, they also just did all of Gen 3. Just put Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald out there, too. Just, why not? Piss off more fans and make fans say that it's $100 to own all the Pokemon Gen 3 games. Fuck it. It'll be really funny. But, I feel like that would make sense if they just put all the Gen 3 games out there. I don't think that they'd put them out all at once. I don't think they would shadow drop the other ones. But I think they could think about putting out Gen 3, like core Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald on like later in the year, maybe? I don't know. Of course, we're gonna get Gen 10. Like, the leaks are out. Also, you could just kind of infer that we'll get Gen 10 because Scarlet and Violet came out fucking 2022. Like, they don't want to wait anymore. They definitely want to move on. I still have to go back to Legends ZA, because, like, Legends ZA, I don't know when it's supposed to happen, but, like, there's still a couple Mega Evolution Stones that I don't have from, like, the online ranking system, matches. Those are actually really fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I know that, like, I went in, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But I actually enjoyed it, like, it's fun. So, I want to go back and I want a reason to go back, and getting the last of the Mega Stones would be a reason to go back. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet still do feel new. Time is weird like that, you know? You get older, and then more time goes by, and it feels like a smaller amount of time compared to when you were a kid. Like, the span of time that I spent playing Pokemon Gen 1 is really not that long, because we did not have a lot of time in the Generation 1 Pokemon games before they replaced them. And yet, it feels like they lasted so much longer. Literally the shortest generation we had over here. It was only 2 years. Like, it was nothing. I made the mistake of going on Reddit for a little bit today. Just because I was a little bored. I wanted to, like, catch up on things. I don't have it installed on my phone right now, so, like, I figured I would use it for a little bit just to get a feel for things. That was a mistake. I engaged with I assume a Naughty Dog fanboy, because he was trying to be defensive of Naughty Dog not putting out a new game on the PS5 5 years into the console's life, when Insomniac and Sucker Punch and Santa Monica all put out at least one brand new game. That was cool. Because, like, they made a post and they were like, look, Santa Monica hasn't made a new game since God of War, hasn't made a new game that isn't a God of War game in 25 years. It was like, yeah, they also put out a God of War game on the PS5 that was brand new. Naughty Dog has not done that. They've literally just put out The Last of Us Remastered Parts 1 and 2. And then Sony sold them for full price for $70 each. And that's all they've done this whole cycle. Like, what is Naughty Dog doing? They're not doing anything. And then I also engaged with a Sony fan that was, I don't know why I moved him. I'm not gonna move him. I'm gonna go back. I also made the mistake of looking at the discourse for the Pokemon Fire and Leaf Green re-releases. That was cool. I get the concerns people have for them. Like, it is $20. I would have expected... Like, I mean, I did not expect them to be like $10 or cheaper because they put out the Game Boy games for $10. I would have expected them to put them out for like, I don't know, 15, 12, 16. So, you know, $20 is kind of steep for what that is, but like, I'm trying to think of like what, you know, might justify it. We're getting home support. They're going to actually allow you to, like, use Pokemon Home. They claimed that that was taken out of the, like, because that was originally in the listing and then they removed it after, but, like, I feel like that'll still be the case, like that. They literally did that for the 3DS games, like, even if they retracted the home support thing. They probably only did that because it's not going to be out at the same time as the game. Like, they're going to have to patch it in later. I don't see why they wouldn't do that because they literally did it with the 3DS re-releases of the Gen 1 and 2 games, so, like, they're gonna do it. But, like, I'm wondering whether they'll, like, do, like, a reward on Pokemon Home for, like, completing the decks, because they've done that for, like, all the other games that are on the Switch. I also wonder if, like, they'll patch in the mystery gift events. That would be pretty cool. I also wonder if, they would, like, somehow manage to MacGyver, like, the e-reader stuff, because they have e-reader stuff. Like, Altering Cave was supposed to have, like, certain Johto Pokemon. Maybe they can just program a different Pokemon encounter table in there instead of Zubat? Maybe? Maybe they'll do a bug fix to, like, make it so that Entei and Sweet and Raikou don't just, like, poof out of existence if they use Roar? Maybe? If they can, like, just tweak some things like that, like, I would be willing to double dip. If they don't fix anything, I already have the Game Boy games. I'm like, I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm not gonna buy them if they don't have any incentive to fix them. Or, like, you know, just make it worth buying for someone who may actually still have the game. But, like, I don't know, the discourse around the re-releases is kind of stupid. Like, if you want it, you can buy it. Like, it's a way for some people to access it legally if they don't already have the game. But for other people who, like, either don't care and will just emulate it, or people who already have the Game Boy Advance game still, you don't need it. It's probably just going to be the same game with nothing else that you really need. It's fine. You don't need it. Honestly, I think the stupid thing is, like, the people pointing out, like, the language differences. It's like, you know how Game Boy Advance games work? Do you know how Game Boy games work? Like, I'm probably not getting it. Already got Resident Evil Requiem pre-ordered this week. Oh, yeah, that's right. Resident Evil is going to be crazy on Friday, especially if you're a Switch owner or a Switch 2 buyer. You have, like, a bunch of Resident Evil coming out. They're re-releasing Village and Biohazard on Switch 2. And then Requiem is coming out. Crazy day. Interesting that Capcom decides, like, their big game for the year comes out in February now. Like, last year they put out Monster Hunter Wilds at the same time of the year. So I guess this is just Capcom's thing now. They're like, you know what? We're just not going to put our big game out at the end of the year. We're going to put it out at the beginning of the year. But, I mean, honestly, it feels like it's been working for them for the most part. I mean, Wilds hasn't been super successful, but I feel like that's a Wilds problem and not so much a Capcom releasing it in February problem. I think that Resident Evil will do fine. There we go. Now we got two of these guys in here. Now we can attack both of them at the same time. All I know is that I've already made my biggest purchase. I bought an M2 SSD for my PS5 so that I can actually have more games installed on it. That was my big one. I ordered a copy of Dragon Quest 4 for DS. That was about $50, so that wasn't that bad, honestly. And then I won that $25 auction for Metroid Prime with Metroid Prime 2 Echoes demo. That's all I need for a while. Nah, I don't want to fight you. Early Days Collection came out around this time last year, too. It came out the same day as Monster Hunter Wilds. I think. I'm already forgetting information from the massive 2025 year in review that we did. You can't blame me, though. Like, I admit I definitely should have more of this information retained, but we've put so much into those year in reviews now. It's gonna be a little hard to remember everything. Jack and I had a fun time reviewing Pokemon Legends ZA, though. It's a good Patreon exclusive. I'll probably listen back to it myself a little later, maybe. Probably tomorrow. Honestly, we're getting more star chips a lot faster than I was expecting. I think we might actually be starting the Monster World part today. Because I'm thinking of doing it like... We gotta open the door, so we need 9 more star chips for that. And then I was trying to keep like an extra like 8 to 10. Yeah, so we already would have 2 left over. Let's go ahead and put gonna put a bunch more star chips in the door. One at a time. Alright. We're gonna leave it at 1. Alright, 3 star chips. So... yeah, we'll do about a half dozen more fights over here. If I remember right, I think we're on stream number 8. Honestly, I could probably just bring up my profile real quick. Played for 15 hours or more. I played for a few hours of a different game. I'm gonna guess that we're on stream 8, because it would go to 30 hours of DQ. Oh yeah. I was just playing. Actually, 30 hours of DQ is like undercutting it because I just finished playing it for like another 5 hours before before stream today. Because I've been up since like early morning, since I wasn't entirely 100% certain if I was going to work today. And then it turned out that I looked at my schedule and I was scheduled off and then switched to being on for Thursday. And then I basically hung around the house for a little bit and then turned on Dragon Quest. I'm actually at 36 hours in Dragon Quest 7. That game is fun as fuck. I really like the job system in that game. I love how, like, you can have 2 jobs at once after, like, very shortly after you unlock the job system. Like, yeah, you have to wait a while to get the job system. But, like, now that I've doubled my playtime since being able to use the job system now, like, fully. And the next 15 hours of the game after I unlocked it has just flown by because I'm just having so much fun with the job system. Just mix and matching. It's so cool that you can... It reminds me very much of, like, Final Fantasy Tactics, Bravely Default, Final Fantasy V. Like, it reminds me of that kind of job system because you'll be able to have a job and then you can equip the abilities of another job. But in this case, you're just equipping 2 jobs at once. But, like, you can always have a decent role with your character and then set up, like, another thing for them to do. And just... I like that. It's cool. Plus, like, the fact that it's just, like, it's episodic and your adventures are based on, like, how much you complete of each area in order to get the pieces to put together the next spot to unlock. Like, it's very streamlined. There's a lot to dig into. Alright, I gotta hope and pray this guy does not hit. Or this guy does not do critical. Okay, okay. We're living. We're fine. We can do this. Yeah, got him. But yeah, like, I mean, I don't know if I want to say this yet because I'm not done Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. But if I had to guess, if I had to just, like, throw it out into the ether, there's a chance it might be my second favorite Dragon Quest game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, asterisk, let me finish the game. But, like, this is my 6th Dragon Quest game, and I'm having such a good time with it. Like, I think it might be my second favorite next to 11. Like, I have a hard time deciding right now what my second favorite is. Because I really liked 9. And I like 3. And I like 2. Like, I like all 3 of them, but it's kind of hard to pick which one I like the most out of them all. I would probably lean towards 3. But, like, at least Reimagined, Dragon Quest 7 is just hitting all the right notes for me in a way that I'm like, I don't know, I think I really, really like this game. Like, it's got that same episodic nature that made 9 fun to play. Like, the episodic nature, the journey of the game. But it also is way better paced because the vacation system is so good. Because the vacations in 9 were really hard to, like, try to, like, really... Like, you basically have to try to lock in. Because if you were like me and you wanted to switch around a lot, you just can't. Because there's not enough experience to go around. The vacations in 3 are good, but, like, you also can fairly effectively just run, you just run a character as just one class and never change them, and you'll still be fine. Like, the whole point of a job system to me is, like, yeah, you'll settle on what you want, roughly, for a character, but you'll still have the chance to, like, fiddle around with stuff. Like, that's my ideal world. That's why I love Bravely Default, like, so much. And also why I like Final Fantasy Tactics so much, because, like, yeah, you'll eventually, like, settle on a character, but, like, you might, like, what a character's gonna do, but you might, like, still switch them around to, like, get other abilities to, like, really, like, break them open. Like, that is what I like the most. And every game that does that in some way, whether it's a full-on vacation system or just, like, what you can do with the abilities that you have at your, like, disposal for customization, like, that will always make me like that game. That is why I like Final Fantasy 6 and 7, because even though they don't have a job system, they lean into the idea that you'll have a character and you'll be able to have something in mind for them to do primarily, with the option to switch around, like, what they actually are capable of, either with espers or materia or whatever have you. Alright, let's hope I don't get crit for moving here. I have to try to move him. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Cool. Like, I'm thinking about it now, and, like, a lot of my favorite turn-based RPGs have that in some way, even if they're not, like... Even if they're not, like, doing it with a job system. Like, Dragon Quest XI-S, you have that grid where you can change, like, you can, like, gain skill points and put them towards different angles. Eventually it'll converge because you'll have so many levels, but, like, the idea is that you're going to be, over the course of the long game, you're going to be, like, building them into different roles. And that worked out for me. Like, that was really cool. It was basically Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid, but good, because I didn't care for the way that the Sphere Grid functioned, to be honest. Like, it's cool and all, but, like, I feel like it's way overblown how awesome the Sphere Grid is, because you really don't get to make use of it until the very late game. Whereas in Dragon Quest XI, you can actually branch out pretty much right away. So, like, it's the Sphere Grid, but good. How many, we're at 7. We still need a few more. I want a few more. It's okay, so, like, I'll say this. It's really cool because it gives you more agency over your leveling rather than just a normal level up system. However, the first go around of the sphere grid is it's fairly linear because you're locked along certain paths, and eventually the sphere grid will converge, and then people can start going into like other people's sphere grid paths and getting their abilities. So you will eventually be able to like make characters, break characters wide open, do whatever the fuck you want with them. And it's fucking awesome. But over the course of the main story, which is what I care about the most, it's just a fancy visual way of showing your normal level ups. And also, it does allow you to like make it does allow you to make like a challenge run of it. Because you can also just not engage with the sphere grid. So, like, if you really wanted to, you can make the game substantially harder. It's cool, but I don't like the system nearly as much as I like the more freeform methods of, like, materia, espers, job system. I like those more, because I feel like I'm really being given more agency sooner. I think for like the post game though, like Final Fantasy X is like really awesome if like you're trying to get into that, because the sphere grid makes the post game just insanely cool because of all of the options you'll have at that point. So I'll give it that. I mean, we're going to be playing Final Fantasy X pretty soon. Not in the not too distant future, so we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it, because it has been a while since I've done a full playthrough. Ooh. Can you stop hitting me? Actually, no, I'm gonna go backwards a bunch. Final Fantasy X stream tomorrow. I don't think so. I'm just gonna back up. I'm just gonna not use Dinosaur Wing. Now our next game's Final Fantasy VII, probably. I think so, yeah. Final Fantasy VII's our next game, so, like, we got a ways to go before we get to 10. I think I get everybody if I attack from here. I do. Ooh, Flame Swordsman, get him. Barely, but we got it. Ooh! Are you guaranteed a crit there? Okay, you're not. I think what I noticed is, like, if they're guaranteed the crit, or if they're guaranteed fumble, like, the roll will only ever be, like, the 5 numbers closest to the end of the die. Like, if they're guaranteed a crit, it will always be 0-0 to 0-4. And then if they're guaranteed a fumble, well, fumble's always 95 to 99, so, like, it will always roll a 95 to 99. So you can possibly have a crit that's not guaranteed, because 5 through 9 is, like, not guaranteed. Interesting. I'm gonna be haunted by these pixelated dice rolling around in my dreams. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save. And I would like to hopefully get some stat-based capsules so that we can pump our guys up a little bit. Surprised you haven't been haunted by them yet. That's the power of Dragon Quest. Playing Dragon Quest and Metroid and Persona. Just having other games to play keeps me from thinking about this game like that. Like I could have this haunted in my dreams, but this is not the only game I'm playing right now. I'm playing 3 other games, so they can take up my my mental bandwidth instead. Oh, Rock Ogre. Damn, Larva Moth. You know what? Hold on. Maybe I can get... Nope. Okay. Mega Zowler. We definitely need a skill capsule. Maybe HP, maybe defense, maybe attack. It really sucks that the capsules are so rare compared to the monsters. Like I think in practice it probably works. It's probably fine because like if you were playing this without rewind, you would want to make sure that you get more monsters to use, or else you're kind of fucked. But I feel like they overcorrected for that possibility. I think they could have made it just a smidge more frequent. Hey, there's a speed capsule. I don't know what speed capsule does. I honestly didn't even look. What does speed actually do? I think it's time to look it up. Like, obviously we know what attack does. We know what defense does. Okay. So yeah, it's what I figured it would do. It's basically accuracy and agility. So like basically it's like I guess it affects the accuracy a little bit, like the rolls. It doesn't affect it by too much, but if there's like a big speed difference, that's why a roll might have like it might go from like an 80% chance down to like a 60% chance or so. I guess that works. I guess that's pretty cool. Gokabor? Who the fuck wants a Gokabor on the 5th floor? I'm sorry, I'm not Weevil. Hell, not even Weevil likes Gokabor. He ripped one up. Weevil fans. I'll use one of the... I'll just use both of them on Dinosaur Wing. I feel like Dinosaur Wing needs to have better speed to make up for the fact that his HP is not very good, and his defense is only middling. Hey, there's another speed capsule. Oh! Yeah, well, no, we'll keep that. They have a wide variety of monsters in this capsule machine. It's just... not a lot of them are very good. Although a couple of them are pretty good, I think part of the problem is also that they start with their lowest tier skill. So, like, if you've been getting skill capsules on your guys, they'll be leveled up and they'll be better. Hey, there's an attack capsule. Sweet. I don't know whose wise idea it was to put Quit Game at the top. Quit Game should always be at the bottom. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna look at that just because... I think... oh, no, we already got one. That's right. Yeah, no, we don't need that. Our mystical elf is just fine. Dragon Quest VIII has Flee Before Fight. Ugh. I forgot about that. Hey, we got another attack capsule. I wonder if they changed that for the 3DS version. That's the one I'm gonna play. Unless they, like, somehow announce a remake, like, before I finish the other ones. Since I'm gonna be going through the Zenithian trilogy after Dragon Quest VII. We'll be playing 4, 5, 6. Trying to catch up to Landon. Hey, skill capsule. Alright, I'm gonna use that on Dinosaur Wing. That he can get his final tier. There we go. Now he's got another tile. Couple tiles right in front of him. It'll be a lot harder to avoid his attacks now. Ooh, defense capsule. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. I want to keep a couple capsules to, like, try to cheese machine after we beat the main game. So we can maybe try to get something cool just as, like, a reward. Alright, attack. We'll give... Damn, our Flame Swordsman's level 25 now. That's crazy. Alright. We're going in. I guess we're going into Kaiba's Monster World today after all. Oh! Hello? That Mokuba? What are you doing back here? Haven't you learned your lesson yet? Yugi says. Alright, let's kick his ass again. Now he's, like, more timid looking. They gave him a new portrait. You can fumble with an accuracy rate of 100%? What the fuck? That's odd. I guess I'm just gonna have to back up then. Apparently I am guaranteed fumble from that spot. Jeez. Oh my god! Flame Swordsman needs to chill out. Like, the first crit was already enough. And then he comes in with the second crit. And he has 350 damage. Like, that is... That is just wow. Actually, I think I can hit with Dinosaur Wing from here. Damn, my Flame Swordsman's level 26. Kaiba's own brother isn't allowed to see him? I like how they're referring to the Death Tea arc. So this literally takes place right at the end of Season 0 and before Duelist Kingdom. That's insane. Or like it I guess it sort of takes place like in early Duelist Kingdom. Like in an alternate universe. I don't even fucking know, honestly. It takes place after Season 0, though, because they literally reference all the shit from Season 0. Alright, let's do it! It's Seto Kaiba and his fucking green hair from Season 0. It is a shame that Landon's not here. Hold on. Let's just crop that and post it in the spoilers and teasers so that Landon can enjoy that. Green-haired Kaiba. Oh. It's not really Seto Kaiba, it's the fucking Millennium Ring. The Millennium Ring is talking to us. Since when? Since when, dude? The Millennium items have had a mind of their own and the ability to like control things, but I've never seen one talk. Like, what the fuck? I would have expected the rod, at least. No, they just straight up said the Millennium Ring. Oh boy, it's a life and death battle. Yugi dies or he saves his friends. And they're still gonna use Kaiba, though. You're now an adventurer in my monster world. You and your monsters wander the land. But now the adventure has finally come to an end. Heh, this is World's End. It is said to be the border between the world and the underworld. At the end of a country road, a lone, disheveled man sells goods. Oh, okay. Oh, welcome. Today's your lucky day. Take a look at this. This charm has a great power. This will protect you even in the Dark World. It's quite a rare item. I'm willing to sell you this Dark World charm at a bargain price. You got the Dark World charm. Take care. Today is when the Dark World's mouth opens, hungry, lying in wait for its prey. What? Yugi's used to life and death battles at this point. That is true. I mean, we might as well try to jump over it. Oh! The ground is shaking. What in the hell am I looking at? He's like fluttering. He's like doing the Yoshi, and the rocks are pelting him. And he's down. What the hell is happening? Escape the Dark World and return to the sunlit world. That is the goal for this final adventure. I love that spinning sprite. Zune? The fuck's the creator of Toho doing here? Hey, I was railroaded into doing this. The red burning special. Sounds like a food you would order from like a restaurant that's like specializes in spicy food. Oh shit, they're gonna lock us up. They're trying to lock up in here. It's the Dark Magician! I know that little pointy hat from anywhere. The little 16 by 16 sprite. Can't fool me. This is the prison of the underworld. This is the lowest level of the dark world where slaves work for the rest of their lives. Of course, in Kaiba's monster world, the Dark Magician is enslaved in a prison in hell. He hates the Dark Magician so much. No, don't split me up from the Dark Magician. Oh god. They're gonna have us fucking push the giant wheel with the fucking sticks coming. I don't know what they call those things, but like... Today, tomorrow, the day after. They work you until you can't work anymore. What if I just don't do that? Why does the guy behind me lick his lips when he looks at me? 'Cause he's a demon and he wants to eat you. No, I don't want to. I like how they're actually just letting me walk around. Like, you would think they would just force me to start pushing. I patched up the walls in room 8 quickly, so they might break easily. Okay. We'll have to keep that in mind. Wonder if I have to talk to somebody else now. I don't think this is room 8. I'm supposed to... Oh. Okay, I guess I can walk on that. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Alright, hold on. We gotta look this up. Monster Capsule GB. Let's look for... wherever we need to go. Okay, so part... I'm looking at this like 12-part walkthrough, and so far they're entering the area that we're at on part 10. All right, let's see if they figure out where we're supposed to go next. Oh, okay. Alright, I found out what we gotta do next. We have... now that we've actually talked to everybody... there's a restroom. Alright, now we just gotta find room 8. I'm guessing they'll actually have like a small visual hint as to... Oh no! It's Yuki's grandpa! He's also in prison! No! Oh, yeah. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. It's Dark Magician. Seeing you made me yearn for freedom. I hated you so much that I had to get away from you as quickly as possible. Oh. And we've been captured. Oh boy, we get to have a fight. Jesus, they have 200 HP each. Okay. Well, with a crit, 200 HP doesn't really feel like a lot. Oh my god, that does so much damage off one hit. Well, we killed one of them. Nope, we are going to re-roll that. Alright, we need one more good hit. Maybe two. What are we looking at? 65? Okay, yeah, no, we only need the one hit. Okay, that does so much more damage when you have another ally helping. So the field power bonus is really more for, like, accuracy, because I didn't notice too much of a damage difference. But the ally bonuses help you out with damage, that's for sure. Goodbye, Dark Magician. Underworld Plane. Every 8 steps roll for a 40% encounter. Oh boy. Honestly, we could probably use some encounters. Looks like we got Battle Ox, Mystic Horseman, Battle Steer, and Garuzis. No. I don't want to get hit by that. Thor's a revealing light. No. Nah. chip. Guaranteed fumble there. Of course. Of course I can't get that. Why would I get all three of these guys in one hit? This game really doesn't want us to land anything. There we go. Got HP capsule. Alright, I am going to save. I want to see what Flame Swordsman gets. Salamandra. What is the range of that? Slightly better. It's not noticeably better, though. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll take it. It is an upgrade. Good damage, good damage. I went one too far. There we go. Damn, he one-shot him. Damn. That poor guy. I have no idea if I'm going the right way. Oh, we got a defense capsule. We'll take that. How much does that do? A little too much. Oh, you fool. Oh, these guys are both going down in one hit. 300 damage. 278. We're gonna go right in. Do it. No! There we go. Oh, you used Spellbinding Circle. I didn't even catch that. Wasn't paying attention for a second. Well. Or Swords of Revealing Light. Probably that. Are you aware you don't have to keep doing that? Like, I mean, you could just do something else. You've already sealed my guy for a few turns. Oh, he still can't move. Well, okay. See if we can get that other capsule. I want that. Damn it. Ow. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh god, we have to go all the way around and then back up just to get the damn capsule. Oh, please don't fumble. Please don't guarantee fumble. Please don't. Yeah, let's go. I'm having bad luck with those guaranteed fumbles lately, so... Good to see we could get some big damage in. This is gonna hurt, though, if this hits. Okay, never mind. Damn it. I almost made it. Jeez. Damn, Flame Swordsman's level 7 or 27 now. Damn it. At least there's only 2 enemies here. Wow. I wonder. Nah. Try going this way. Wow, I don't even have to move to attack you. You just moved right into range. No! So many enemy encounters. My luck's run out. Alright, 49 damage is not that bad. I can keep this for a bit. No! Never mind, because he is guaranteed crit there. That's dumb. Alright, now let's try doing this. That's better. Easy enough, just so many of them. What? No, 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 no. You do not put me through an encounter when there's already a dude right here and I need to figure out what the fuck's going on. Gaia the Fierce Knight, ruler of the underworld plane. And now there's a boss fight with Gaia the Fierce Knight? What? Oh. Okay. At least Gaia's attack range is not very large, so he's gonna need to put in a little work to get to us. Alright, Gaia, your move. You're the only guy left. He's got a little bit of HP left because we weren't able to do enough the last couple turns. There we go. Did it. No, let me have the fucking capsule. Damn it, let me have the damn capsule. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Never mind, you can keep it. The Abyssal Fire Town of Madara. Okay. Ew. Above Abyssal Fire is Abyssal Lightning, and above that is Abyssal Dark. The higher up you go, the more powerful monsters live there. Oh god, we have to go through 3 tiers of this shit? This is gonna be interesting. Alright, so hold on. If Abyssal Fire is ruled by Red Eyes, the next one's Abyssal Lightning and Abyssal Dark. Is Abyssal Lightning Summon Skull? Go up to the next level first. Okay. No, we're going. 8 steps, 30%. Wait, hold on. There's literally a capsule over there. I might as well try. Like a very easy capsule to attempt. I hope I'm going the right way. There's a boulder there. I want the cap. I swear to God, if this is a trap again, after all this effort, I'm gonna be so mad. Yeah. Okay, cool. Dark World Charm activates. What is happening right now? Oh, skill capsule. Guess I may as well give that skill capsule to Sword Arm Dragon. Yeah, he gets the same range as Flame Swordsman. Ooh, Curse of Dragons. We fought one as a boss in the last Monster World. Now we got 2 of them. Actually, hold on, wait. You can get all 3 of these guys in this. Oh! Pfft. There's no need to be doing that much damage. Like almost all his health. Oh, I forgot that he has an attack that reaches that far. He did exactly half my health. That's not good. Okay. Don't know why he didn't attack that last time. Damn it. Of course. You have 4 staircases, so the game's gonna... You go all the way down, then all the way back up. I like to do those dead ends. I gotta try and make sure the encounters get racked up. Might as well finish off Hitatsumi Giant there. That's a lot. But I guess I can deal with that. Just realized that Dinosaur Wing, when I gave him like the skill up, he did lose the 2 tiles that are like directly to the left and right, few tiles away, but that's okay. We're at the tower that leads to the next floor. And I think that is a perfect stopping point here. So we've reached the Abyssal Fire Tower, and I guess we're going to continue Kaiba's Monster World. Try to get to the next floor next time on Friday. So, thank you everybody for tuning in, namely Al, anybody who watches the VOD. We will catch you all later this week for more, and we've got more Yakuza a couple days this week coming up. So, we'll see you then. Have yourselves a good one, and bye-bye.